Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about I have minus $30 in my bank account. Broke teacher has to also DoorDash. It doesn't go as expected. So a lot of people look to apps like Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub as a way to earn extra income on top of their full-time job. And in this case, a teacher, presumably broke, has also started to DoorDash. And apparently this isn't the app she thought it would be. So with that said, we are talking about everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers and customers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. For many teachers, summer break isn't just a time to rest and recharge, it's also a period of financial uncertainty. A recent survey revealed that 22% of teachers reported a complete pause in income during summer break, with no paycheck coming in during these months. They're often forced to take on side gigs or part-time jobs like DoorDash to make ends meet. You know what's crazy to me? And forgive me if this sounds rude to the trade or rude to the craft of being a teacher, to any kind of person really, whether it's a K through 12 or college or what have you. If you can't afford to pay off your student loans with the income that you will receive from whatever degree you had to go and get a master's in order to get a job in that field, that's insane to me. Why would they even have such a system like that? It makes no sense. The amount of times that I have seen a teacher or a teacher's assistant outside of school when I was growing up, working multiple jobs, being a bartender or what have you, it's crazy to me. In one such example, TikTok user Rochelle at Rochelleewindleyy decided to turn to DoorDashing to earn some extra cash. However, as her recent TikTok video reveals, things didn't go quite as planned. I'm going to leave their TikTok as well as their profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject.
I have like negative $30 in my bank account. I can't even tell you the last time I swiped my debit card. I don't even know what my debit card is.
Okay, I think the first thing we need to talk about is, where is your debit card? Like, what's happening there? Like, you're not just financially not well off, you're financially disorganized. You don't even know where your physical cards are.
And I have not been able to DoorDash all week because of Tropical Storm Debbie.
Yeah. With all of the storms that have been hitting Florida as of recently, DoorDash has been pretty good about shutting the app down and making sure people prioritize their safety before they end up on the wrong end of a lawsuit, which I don't think they care that much, but they just don't want to make it obvious, you know?
Let's go DoorDashing real quick. I already got my first order at McDonald's.
DoorDash. Okay. What's your number?
844.
Have a nice day.
You too. Entry that I was thinking was the correct one to go through. On the door, it literally said you need a hard hat and safety goggles. I don't have a hard hat or safety goggles.
There's gotta be more to it. Like, you gotta, like, be forced to go through a drive-thru or something, because I've been to McDonald's that have been under construction before. And what they tell you is the lobby is closed, and what you need to do is actually go through the drive-thru, because the kitchen's still open.
Calling the customer, texting the customer, they're not answering. So I left it on the bench. I hope you get your food. I'm sorry, but like, you need to answer your phone.
Yeah, that's the worst. It's like, you got ghosting customers. If you're gonna ghost your customer, then you obviously don't need your food at that point. You're gonna send me to a McDonald's that is under construction, and then you're going to not answer the phone when you are actually about to receive it? What kind of stupid ass logic is that?
I just got my second order at a local restaurant. I had a DoorDash for Josh. Thank you. This person told me to call. Still waiting.
Yo, what is with the ghosting customers these days? It's not even just me, right? Like, I feel like it's getting pretty bad when you need to get in contact with a customer and they just choose to ghost you. Like, shouldn't you expect to get a call? Like, if something happens? Come on.
So I started at 7:48. My slot was scheduled until 9:30. During that time, I only got those 2 orders. I made $19.66. We'll just try again next time. Thanks for going dashing with me. Bye, y'all.
Honestly, I don't blame you. It sounds like it was a rough day to begin with. It sounds like it was just a rough day. Like, if I'm at that point to where I feel like there's nothing going right, I might just call it a day. Like, I feel like that's what I would end up doing. The video was posted on August 9th and accumulated over 48,300 views. In the comments, users empathize with the teacher. Things you do for content, huh? Why don't customers answer their phone when they are expecting a delivery? Ma'am, sir, you know I'm coming with your order, one commenter said. Exactly. For what valid reason does anybody order something? It doesn't even matter what it is. You know something is coming and you choose not to answer the phone. It's one thing if it's a package and the delivery is a couple days away. You're expecting it within the hour. What kind of dumbass special needs logic is that? So relatable. I'm also a broke educator during the summer. It's the worst. Another room. I'm just saying, I feel like educator is not even something that is a profitable profession anymore. I can't imagine a valid reason to go into the number of years of debt and master's degree debt just to get a job as an educator. I know that they said that they're lowering the bar in certain areas, but still, it just doesn't make sense. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I think it just goes to show through this, again, this was like 2 orders, why people are door dashing. They need the money. Their jobs are just not paying enough. Whether it's you being a broke teacher with student loans, or you're somebody who doesn't really have a degree, or they have a different degree, and they just want to make more money. That's why we're here, to make money. So when you have customers that ghost you, when you have people that treat you the way they did, it is irresponsible to work with them long term. You report the customer, you make sure that the people that are treating you the way they did are held accountable, and hopefully you never have to deal with them again. And don't even get me started on no tip, no trip, because this isn't that kind of video. So during that period of time, she only got 2 orders. But that's also why you multi-app too. You're on Grubhub, you're on Uber Eats, you're on other apps. And especially if you're a teacher on break and you don't have like a day job in the summer, one of the best things you could do is actually start signing up for catering apps and have those larger orders come in, you know? And don't even get me started on things like Instacart, Walmart, Spark, etc. They pay more money for shopping orders in a lot of cases. And a lot of people are starting to turn to that direction. It really depends on your market and how profitable they are, but that's what a lot of people are starting to do. All in all, just make sure that you're going into the gig economy with the understanding that you're there to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Hopefully you can get out of the financial situation of being financially disorganized and not having enough money in your bank account. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.